Bixler,
Yes.
Firth,
Yes.
Holden,
Present.
Poe,
Here.
Sutter.
Yes.
All right, approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
December 11th, right?
Yes.
So moved.
Second. Been moved and seconded to approve the minutes of the previous meeting. Roll call.
Holder,
Yes.
Poe,
Yes.
Bixler,
Yes.
Firth,
Yes.
Sutter.
Yes.
Okay, item 4.
You don't really need to do anything, it's just an acknowledgement, because he's appointed by the commissioners.
Okay,
He was here. in our last
Thank you.
meeting.
appreciate it.
Welcome aboard, Poe.
I do think that we ought to consider doing something for Joe Royster. I really don't know what it would be, but a plaque or certificate or something for the time service that he was on this board.
That sounds like a whereas for an attorney to do.
I like that, Bob.
What do you all think would be appropriate?
Well, I definitely think a plaque would be appropriate, and I think that's obtainable. Years served, and
I think when Bob Davison got off of our board, we did a clock, like a nice clock that sits on that. But that was engraved with the time served.
so I'll be happy to sit on that committee. Chairman.
Why don't you just, do you need another member, or do you want to just handle it? Todd?
Todd's capable of doing something like that.
That's what I thought.
But I do like the idea of a clock,
Yeah, I like that.
how many years he served.
Okay,
Inception till last year.
all right, Todd, you handle that. Now, does Alan need to do the roll call and all that good stuff? I mean, keep the,
Should we,
We'll ease him into it.
okay.
I'll do it tonight. We probably need to actually
Elect officer.
elect officers.
I thought we were gonna do that.
We are at the end of our voting. Yeah, that's right. Like, you're right. I did say that. We'll do it because we'll do it July meeting.
End of the fiscal year.
Yeah.
Okay,
should we put a limit on, should we give Todd some assistance, say not to exceed blank number of dollars, or?
It's not an action item per se. I
As
guess
frugal
since
as
it's
he is
new.
with money, he should be pretty good at that.
I think we would,
Just leave it in his discretion. We'll vote on it next time.
I mean, I'm sure we can get $90. I already saw that happen here tonight, so.
And an O'Reilly's card.
And then over at
okay. Item number 5, does any member know of a reason to enter into executive session?
I don't have anything.
No.
Okay.
Which
We-
number 9?
Move down to number 9. Discuss any action regarding the temporary building at Avard Regional Rail Park. We had an individual, I guess, contact Sonia, and then she had him contact me that is interested in our building down there to take down and move. He works for Burlington Northern, so he knows about it. He's seen it off and on for the last, I guess, year or so. And anyway, he's a farmer, and he wanted to know if we'd be interested in letting that building go. So, I think Well, I remember Sonia saying, I think it's gonna take $80,000 to, that was a couple of years ago, I believe, Todd, wasn't it? To put clear span back on the building. And then we had quite a bit of discussion, I don't know, obviously, it's a couple of years ago. I don't know what the board's wishes are with that building. I do know in the condition that it is right now, it's a little bit of an eyesore. And so anyway, this is an opportunity, visiting with him, obviously, for him to take it down and move it. It's, you know, and then to spend $87,000 to cover it after he gets it erected. It's not gonna be a big money deal for us, but I guess the opportunity is there if we do wanna get rid of it. Probably, discussion, he would like to, he has an engineer, I guess, that works with him on, at Burlington Northern, he wants him to look at it before he gets right down to the seriousness of it. But I said, well, kind of where are you thinking? And I think the $5,000 range is where he's thinking, if the building is as it appears structurally. And he's not ready to bid that till this engineer looks at it. So I said, well, I have no clue what the board's gonna say or think or want to do, so it's on the table. We had discussions, I think it was before Venture, I believe, moved in there. You know, we talked about possibly doing a different building, using that pad and those kind of things. And we have, how much insurance money did we receive?
$45,204.55.
How about that?
Broke out in your financials.
Yes. Is it, what it gonna be, what they bid us, Sonia, to, for clear span, just so the board,
$79,833.16.
what was the date on that?
January 2017.
Yep. So I thought it was about 2 years ago. So obviously, it's gonna be higher than that today. So any discussion? Many members.
Is there anybody else that might do that other than clear span, or are we pretty much locked into them?
Well, we're not locked into them. There are other companies out there that do that. The idea behind using ClearSpan to do that is they would provide them another warranty for that.
Maybe another company would not, or do we know?
Well, we don't know. We don't know. And, personally, for that kind of money, I don't think it's hurting us any. That's just my 2 cents. It's setting on a pad that's ready. It's agreed, it's not attractive by any means, but I'm sure it's deteriorating some. I'm gonna let one vote.
This is a sheer question. Does that have to be declared surplus and be bids taken on it, or can it be sold like that?
I'm gonna say that yes, that's correct. We probably have to do that.
We would?
Because of our affiliation with
I think at the very least, we'd have to have it appraised. And protect the board members, to have an appraisal in there that this is what the value is.
Would you have to notice it in the paper for 30 days?
No, I don't think you do. I mean, if it was the Board of County Commissioners, we would, but being a public trust.
And I know we tried to find out, back in in February, I guess, August of 2017, I asked Brad Williams with ClearSpan if he could give me an idea on if we were just scrap the building, what it would be worth. And he couldn't give me a cost, he just said that it's approximately 36,000 pounds of galvanized tubular steel. So I would assume that we could find out what the rate of that is and have an estimate of what
That'd be, what, 18 tons?
Galvanized. Doesn't,
Doesn't really be
Yeah.
valued.
So what do you think that would be worth that one?
$1,000 in scrap. I mean, that's a guess on the point.
I think if you haul it to the Enid, it's 100 and something a ton.
Yeah.
then you have to get it there and get it down. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
you'd have money invested in that.
That's the, I mean, to me, my thoughts is if we want to move forward with it, this is an opportunity. I wasn't sure that he'd even bid us anything if he, you know, just to take it down. That's probably what I would have asked the board. But, you know, we had that discussion on what type of building, and we kicked that around. Remember that, Bob, about going with a different building? We have that pad we could use. We don't obviously have to put that size of building. We couldn't afford to put a steel building that size, but that there's some value there. Venture right now, I guess, is not requesting a building. Are they, Sonia, or?
No, not.
Okay.
Now, their interest in one, I mean, they have no interest in reskinning that one, and it's occupying the space that they,
Yes.
but as far as if they would use one, if their one was there, I don't know.
A steel building.
Yeah, and there, we have a new contact,
Oh.
that Randy's working with that we can reach out to.
I'm sure they could use one different, especially during the winter months, but they had approached, we kicked that around Alan when we did a deal with them about some kind of joint deal. If we built something, what, you know, they rent it for in addition to where we're at, and I mean, they never pursued it.
No, they decided
Correct.
they wanted to see how things looked first.
Yeah. So I guess they're working, and, so tell me the board's wishes, and,
Stand in, at one time we said if M. Erickson out there to look at it, and he
Yeah.
didn't think time you tore it down, that'd be about
I think
what
that's,
the work would be.
yes. I mean, I think it boils down, I think this is, if we came through with this bid, or something close to it, I mean, I think it's a decent bid if we want to get rid of it and go a different direction. If we don't, why? I'm just telling we're not ready to make that maneuver right now.
I don't have any problem making a bid. You could submit the bid to this board, and then we could review it and either make a counter offer or not accept it or accept it.
Okay. So shall I tell him that we'll need to,
Did he indicate like a time frame or anything?
I'm
Is
thinking
he aware
he's,
that we meet only once a month?
I shared that with him, yes, he's served on some sort of board, he told me, so he understands how boards work. So this is one of the more difficult boards I'm associated with, so. Anyway, so.
Is that member structure or other?
Didn't know it was on any board.
I believe, Sonia, to answer your question, this is as good a board as there is in the country. I I believe he would get this engineer to look at it, let's say, within the next 30 days.
Okay. I had mine tucked in already, so.
So, okay, how long do we have to advertise it?
I don't think the law requires a public trust to advertise,
Advertise.
and there wouldn't be anything wrong with it, but, I think this board can do whatever they want, but it'd be wise to put some things in place to make sure this board made a good decision.
You talking like put it in the paper or something, Ed?
Even if you put it in the minutes that you were gonna accept bids on it, would be better than.
Yeah. And I, you know, if F.M. Erickson would write up something, or somebody similar to him that was in that business, setting forth what it's worth, then we'd have some basis to make a decision.
So, let's see here. Okay, we were set up, we could have action, so does a board member want to make a motion at this time to, what we're discussing?
I want to make that motion.
Okay. Does anyone want to make a second to that motion?
This motion is to get an appraisal from an expert in the field. I'd second that motion before we make any further steps.
Okay.
Okay. All right, it's been moved and seconded to get appraisal on the building. Further discussion? Roll call.
Sutter,
Yes.
Poe,
Yes.
Bixler,
Yes.
Berth,
A,
Holder.
Yes.
Okay, item 10 is the financial report.
I'm gonna give these to you now. I don't know if you wanna wait and stick this on next month, cause I just received them today. Or if you wanna review them today and approve them today in the financial report, it's your audit.
I would like to have an opportunity to review it.
Right, we'll put it on next month. We had 2 TIF deposits, one $79,294.50 and one of $29. And this is February, so as you know, we make our big annual payment to AEC this month and our biannual payment to the Center for Economic Development Law and the county commissioners on the GO bond.
Sonia, do we have any idea how much additional TIF money we're going to receive?
I do not have that information yet, I'm sorry. Well, she didn't leave anything in there, I did look.
And in the past, has it not been like $100,000? So
And I
I
thought,
don't know if we can base it on that or not. But
she said it was gonna be similar to what we had last year. Thought she told us that in December, but. But she didn't leave me anything, and I don't have anything.
let's see, Todd, on page 2, it says our liabilities is $567. And then we've accrued this money.
Not off of the liabilities yet.
Okay. So really, we owe less than that if we took those accruals off.
No. that'd be what you owe.
Yeah, but that's, the payments aren't reflected in that yet,
Well,
are they?
They're approved, aren't they?
they're accrued, remember, they're here. It's already deducted, cause that matches this up here, and this is what he's talking about. You see what I'm saying?
So that's how much
That
we
is,
still
that
owe.
is what we're still.
For 597, or 567.
What you still owe would be the 32,356.18.
Where are you looking at, Sonia?
That's Center for Economic
Page
Development
one,
Law.
bottom of page one.
Okay,
And then turn to page 2, and under your long-term liabilities, then that's the outstanding balance that we do not have accrued. Those 4 numbers added together would be what is not accrued, what we don't have money put aside for.
Is that the 406? Oh, that's the
406 plus the 32.
Yes,
406 plus 3.
that would be the balance of what you owe that you do not have money set aside for already.
and since Mr. Poe's new, at one time we owed, Sonny, help me, $3 or $4 million?
Yeah, it's like 4.3.
We should make good progress.
What do you question, Tom?
No, I'm just looking, nothing.
So it looks like we had 2 train loads in January. Is that 22,000? Am I looking on the right line?
Yeah.
And any prospects for February?
I haven't heard.
Was any of those 2 loads for the commissioners? You know?
I don't know, I was hoping Randy would be here.
I can share with you.
Okay, good.
The 5/8 is gone, and like
Farmers
tomorrow,
like?
and there will be a new train in full of 5/8, the first time ever.
This is
100 cars of
100
5/8.
cars of 5/8. And this is the rock that we had a meeting with Martin Marietta Allen a few years ago. And we asked them if they could come up with, they had something that was more economical. And they had this 5/8 rock that they weren't selling down there. And so we started, and it's grown in popularity. And anyway, so this is the first time, they just brought it up here in partials with other rock. So that's good news.
And who's using most of the 5/8? Is that a county deal or is that?
I think it's county plus a lot of ranchers and farmers and putting it down in water tanks and what, in some corrals stand maybe, and
Yes.
roads, maybe
yes.
farmers' roads.
Randy shared with me Byron Shirley's promoting it really strong, and just, what I call the commercial use. Different commissioners are using it at different levels. It is higher, even though it's the most economical rock there is from Martin Marietta than JIP, but as a lasts longer. But you get into the more miles versus quality scenario, and so some commissioners are after miles and some are looking at the long-term deal. Okay, Todd, anything else on the financial report that we missed or need to discuss?
I move for approval then.
I'll second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded to approve the financial report. Any further discussion? Roll call?
Sutter,
Yes.
Berg,
Yes.
Bixler,
Yes.
Holder,
Yes.
Poe.
Yes.
Okay, item number 11 is Sonia's report.
Turkey hat.
Okay.
Turkey hat. Big guest list this year. We should be getting it, our finalized RSVPs in fairly shortly. Big guest list this year.
It's good to have Bob as co-chair of that committee.
Well, Ed,
Oh, Bob and Ed.
Bob and Ed.
Okay, sorry, Ed, I
I'm
forgot.
pulling Poe in and Todd, the only one that really isn't on that committee here, Stan, is you. I am a landowner. Spent numerous hours scouting
He's
turkeys.
got the turkey.
He's got the turkeys, sorry, okay.
It's amazing how they disappear right about that
Isn't that
time.
amazing?
How is that, Bob? You can see them.
We got 250 over there, and about the time we get ready to hunt them, they're scattered all over the place. So it's
Just-
funny. Plus, I had one run over the top of the guy last year and he missed. That was-
April 10th, 11th, and 12th. Again. 2 dinners. We do not know the lieutenant governor's schedule yet this year. Meeting with him on Friday. Very engaged in the hunt. Really gonna promote tourism, anything in our area tourism wise, he really wants to promote. So, Little Sahara, Alabaster Caverns, something like that. So if there's some way that we can incorporate that into our hunt, while he's here, we need to try to do it.
Question.
What about new eating establishments?
You know, we could probably have several if they find somebody that wanted to run it. Just can't find anybody that wants to run it.
Well, I'm saying if you want to take him to a new eating establishment.
Oh, well, like what?
It's in planning stages.
Will it be done by April 10th, 11th, and 12th?
Could be, yes.
Does Lynn know she's cooking?
If not her, it is. I don't want to publicly address this at this moment. Winoka is constantly working to bring new business in.
I understand that.
You know, maybe that, so we're talking about the turkey, I don't know if this is the appropriate meeting, but I've been told that there's gonna be some significant improvements out there at Little's, or the state park, out at Freedom.
Yes, at Alabaster.
Yeah, and that individual that owns the Frontier bucking stock, he's gonna spend, he's remodeling the motel, gonna build a brand new restaurant, and then he's gonna build a arena that is covered, and the plans have already been drawn, and
I think they've got the restaurant part finished.
Thought they tore down the hotel. And they're gonna rebuild it.
That's what I heard.
what's that guy's name? Do you remember, Sonia, the guy that works out there is old
Just
Stewart?
wait, just give me a second, because I was trying to
Well,
think of
Donnie
it the other
Gay
day.
is a part
Jerry.
owner.
Is it Jerry?
8-time world
I'm trying to think
champion
last
Donnie Gay is part owner.
He flies the jet, is what I was told.
I have a picture of Donnie Gay. This kid.
Donnie hasn't grown any either.
Nope, he isn't.
7-time world champion.
8.
8.
Excuse me.
Just ask Donnie, he'll tell you.
Yes.
But I think that guy ought to, maybe this isn't the right meeting, but that guy ought to be invited,
To the dinner.
Yeah.
yeah.
To the dinner.
I think you should bring Donnie and we should let Donnie entertain us. that night? Why not?
If you went on the committee,
See, that's why I
I
don't get on the committee. I bring you good ideas and you turn me down.
pretty sure that you could be on the committee.
Not if we don't get done again.
Anyway, it would be very beneficial to have you all in attendance. He stressed the point of the hunt is economic development and business recruitment and having those conversations, and we've worked really hard in coordinating and putting businesses together that we think can do business with each other. I know Martin Marietta has a guest coming with them this year. I don't know yet about Burlington Northern.
Janet?
Janet will be in attendance. I don't know if Colby will be coming or not. But they have the opportunity to bring a guest.
You got the two senators' office. Right.
They will be at the dinner. Mhm.
We're gonna invite our state senator to the dinner.
And the kicker of it is I kind of want to know the lieutenant governor's schedule. I mean, they're welcome to come to both, but I really want them to be there that one. And I don't know. It may be that he doesn't come to our dinner. It might be that he comes for a breakfast or something. So we really have to be accommodating. So I know that they've just on that. But I'll share the guest list with you. I'm still waiting on a couple names. I have some placeholders. Alan, it'll be fine. But I will send that to you, and if I can give you any background on some of them, then I'll do that as well. And I did send, and talk with the gentleman that you gave me his name, Clay. I visited with him. So, thank you.
He's with Mock.
Yes. And we went ahead and invited Greg back again, to Greg Dewey.
Someone that's not involved in turkey hunt, why did you just Greg do
I said you're not on the committee, the planning committee, but you could be. We would welcome you to be on the
Let me
planning.
tell you, I was the chief scout for that operation.
I can't
Mark
remember
gets
if
the
he got it,
glory.
did he get a bird?
No,
Yes, he got a bird. And he got stickers all over him, he was crawling.
Is it a butterball?
Oh, tremendous, yes. Been eating out of creek feeder all winter just for Greg Dewey.
Okay. I will send some info out to you, so you guys can have some prep beforehand, but your help would be very much appreciated. We're really working on, there's a couple investors, one from Arizona, one from Nevada, and there's a group that they're trying to put us in touch with from Taiwan that has headquarters in Houston. So,
you know, if you gave us a little bit of information, that really would be helpful, so
as soon as I get it, you'll get it.
I like that idea.
Yeah, so I wanna corral the senators, the two senators' staff members when they're here. I'll talk to them about the infrastructure bill. It's been going through the committee the
I
last
talked
year.
to him last night at the.
Did you?
at-
Good.
Yep, at the Citizens, the Alva Chamber.
So I wanna keep our $30 million in front of them.
And actually, Tanner is he had a little assignment to go home and do, so
Good.
we talked about it, and he was gonna run it up the flagpole, so.
And since Senator Inhofe is now head of the Armed Services Committee, since McCain is gone, I want to talk to him about, is there anything the military could do at our park?
I spoke with his field representative in this district actually today, and he's trying to get him to do a fly-in again. So because I've been wanting to do an interview with Inhofe himself, so I've been working on that. So maybe if you guys try, we can get him over here.
Yep. Because he now heads up that committee, so he works with the Pentagon for appropriations. So this would be a nice place, center of the country, for the Army to have a place.
Okay, Sonia, anything else you want to share? Sure, you can email us any pertinent information concerning the turkey hunt between now and our next meeting.
Just some background on him of what I know.
You gonna do the shotguns again?
Yes. Do you need one?
We already ordered?
I can probably still get him because I have to, I can probably still get it. Actually, I think we got an extra.
You mean bid them off?
And it looks good.
They
It's a nice
had black,
looking.
red, and bronze. And we have an extra bronze. Okay.
Sonny, is that guy at Freedom, Jerry Nelson? Does that sound right?
So that is the big ticket item. That and, yeah, that's it.
Okay,
I'll send him a donation too.
Hmm.
I'll send a donation too.
Okay. Tell me if I need to bill you, because everything, financial stuff is running through the industrial authority. I took over all the financial stuff.
They still send it to the Alva Chamber.
No, we sent it to the Woods County Industrial Development Authority.
Email me
I got it all back.
email me all of what I need to
Okay.
make the check out to it all.
Yep, I can do that.
okay. Anything else, Sonia? All right, thank you. Item 12 is any new business be brought before the committee at this time.
Alan, you got any bright ideas?
Nope, not today.
Okay.
Todd? Nope. No. Okay. And number 13 is the part of the agenda I always look forward to, is remarks by our citizens. Did you turn the camera on?
Of course.
Okay. Neil?
No, I'm good.
Okay, motion to adjourn.
Make that motion?
We move to second to adjourn. Roll call.
Poe,
Yes.
Holder,
Yes.
Bixler,
Yes.
Firth.
Hey.